Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations again to look at this week. Most of them are going to be in RE2, with the exception of the last creation is in RE1. One other thing on this particular video, the first two creations I'm looking at are actually, I kind of looked at them a little bit in last week's look at the workshop video, but I misrepresented them. They were actually, in fact, brand new builds, and I thought they were upgrades or RE2 upgrades and things like that. So I got it wrong, and I apologize for that. So I wanted to take a good full look at these ships this week to start with here, before we move on to other newer creations that have come out since then. So very first creation here is the Hero V2 by ArtemisRouge. And this is kind of a set of three different ships, sort of. It's a pretty interesting setup here. There is the Hero, which is like the big bad boy one of this line of ships by this author. And they're all got a distinct combat focus on them. But the Hero is the biggest one. This is the mid-tier one, the Hero V2. So this is a little stripped down from where the Hero is, with the amount of overall total shield potential and weaponry and armor and all that stuff. And then there is a smaller version, which is called the Rigger Rostrum, which I confused this ship for last week. And that is a lesser version of this ship. Basically has a lot less armor, less guns. It's just physically smaller than what this one is. So with all that being said, it's kind of good to know how all these ships fit into the setup there by the author, which is a nice way to go about it. But anyway, we did kind of look at the hull of this ship last week, and it was a really, really pretty ship. I love the color gradients going on in here with, like, you can see the faded blue from the darker to the lighter shade, mixed in with some grays and blacks, with a lot of just detailing going on throughout it, including lighting effects, emitters, LCDs, even decals, all kinds of stuff going on in here. Just try to get a lot of extra detail into the hull. Other little things that are going on in here too, just some little accents over here, like these interesting decals, or not decals, but LCDs over by these pipes on the sides. Very, very cool. Very cool. And of course, we've got fire. This thing is it's running pretty hot right now. You might want to check your coolant. I'm just being stupid there, but super crazily detailed ship here. It really lights up a lot too at night, and a lot of use of round and curvy blocks on this build, to great effect too. Add in some LCDs for additional effects, some deco parts, and, well, a whole lot of guns and fire, and you have this ship, which is basically designed to just destroy AI ships like there's no tomorrow. And this isn't even the toughest of the line of ships by this author. This is like the mid-tier one here. But it's a pretty scary ship, especially if you're an AI out there flying around trying to do your AI thing. Might want to stay clear of this one here. But yeah, some really cool features too. I did bring this up last time. I think this is a pretty slick idea here of what's going on with the front for a decorative thing, having like a LCD blade on the front of it, and it does look like it would just ram ships and like chop them in half with some kind of plasma cutter up on the front here. Really, really cool looking build though. I was kind of looking at some other aspects here too on how the thruster setup is. And obviously the author kept the thrusters away from the front side of the ship, which is going to be basically like, hey, AI, shoot me here. And I'm sure there's decoys down in there too. I wouldn't doubt that at all. And heavily reinforced with all kinds of xenoblocks and things. But yeah, really, really cool looking build here. All right, so anyway, let's get aboard here. Let's see what's going on the inside here. I'm going to adjust the lighting a little bit here too. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to go over my video settings. Basically, I'm having a lot of performance problems with the game in general, and I have some of the settings turned down for sure right now, and one of the settings that I have on actually makes it a little blurrier than it normally would be. I actually been doing that for the last few videos. I don't think it's too bad though. I'm just trying to find a balance between frame rate and visuals. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So yeah, as soon as you walk in the ship here, it looks like you got a location to add some auxiliary core extenders over there. And it looks like we have a medium shield part in this general area. And a little bit of utility function over here with a shower and toilet and O2. Looks like we got a med bay right over in this section here as well. And we're kind of going through the center of the ship here. So we got this blast door protection there. And it looks like in this room, we've got our main core, a lot of CPU core blocks here, and our main shield. Let's go this way first. I'll hit that door in a second to see if there's anything different on this side. It looks like pretty much the same over in this general area here. So either way you come in the ship, you'll get into that. And let's get back up in here. No, wait. Let's go in this door. Okay, so in here, it looks like we've got a great big old fusion reactor, the full-size one, plus a long-range radar, I do believe, up there. Let me make sure I'm sure that it would be yeah, it's a real one. There's no point of having a Deco one there. That just wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, so it does have long-range radar. Yeah, I'll keep the lights on for now. So in here, it looks like we got a couple large shield parts here. Looks like 2 capacitors. Kind of a neat looking setup there. Oh wow, look at this triple door setup here. We got a blast door in between the two. And then in here, it looks like we've got some more shield parts of the big type in here. So more large shield capacitors. Oh, that is only one part. For some reason I was thinking it was 2 parts, but they have changed a little bit in size there. We got some weird blocks down here. Well, what's that? What is this? Oh, that's trippy. Oh, that's like a water block or something. Ah, very interesting. I don't think I've seen that one before. You can kind of see it. It almost looks like you're looking through like an aquarium here. Huh, very cool. I'll have to check that one out too. There's so many new things. You know, I've seen so many creations, but yet every week I either see a new part or parts used in a different way. Oh wow, we got a warp drive. There it is. There's a warp drive. That's weird. It's not there until you get there. It lives in the quantum field environment, so it's just no, it's nothing to do with the author. This is some game bug I haven't seen before. This is just a new one to me. So I guess warp drives, at least positioned at a certain angle throughout a certain door, just kind of disappear. Weird. Okay, but anyway, it is an advanced warp drive, so that is your 60 light year warp drive there. Let's get out of here and try to make our way back to that main elevator. Yeah, right here. So what do we got going on here? So we got a side door right here. And, okay, so we got a controller of some origin there. Oh, hey, check this out. A production area. Oh, pretty interesting. Kind of elegant, too. Over there, looks like we're running, I think that's a medium shield part. We got another location for another medium shield part there. Couple, no, actually one advanced constructor, 2 small constructors out in this area. Cool looking ceiling texture lights and things like that. Very cool. Let's, okay, so that was just a side door going off to this one side here. So let's go up to the top here. And it looks like up here we're getting into, I would guess the bridge is up over there, but we got a medical bay in this general area here. Antimatter drive danger. Yep, gotta have that. What's back over here? Oh, another elevator. Oh, okay, this is a quick entry in and out of the ship right on the back here. A quick way into this location. Looks like we have another one right up on the ceiling there too, like another, I don't know, we used to call them drone hatches, but just kind of a nice convenient hatch to get in and out of the command and control area of a ship quickly. So up over here, oh, we got a nice chill out room over here. So we got Wi-Fi in here. It looks like a place for some aux parts, and a nice couch, and even a captain's seat right over here. Just in case you're down in here chilling and someone starts shooting at you, you can deal with that pretty quickly here. Got the TV on the back wall over here. Very nice. And then up the stairs here, through the blast doors, we're getting to the main bridge. Oh, we got Groot. Groot has come back. Groot's been chilling with this author for a while now in some various ships. Usually in plant form, but maybe one of these days we'll see him in his other form. But yeah, that's good. So yeah, we got our main bridge up here and utility function, med bay, fridge, armor locker, and O2 in this general area here. And I think that is it for what you're allowed to walk through in the ship normally, unless I miss some areas, which could be the case. But I believe what's going on the front end of the ship is, I'm going to get into God mode here. I'm even going to turn on my light here. Let's do a little flying through the hall here. And look at all these, all this illustrious xenoblocks and some decoys like in the ship here. Some fuel tanks for the AI to start shooting up way back over there. But it keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on. Oh my God. Oh man. Those poor AI. They're going to be like fixated at shooting at this area. Let me guess. There's probably a decoy. Yeah, here's a decoy little baby generator over here. Now, even a decoy weapon for it to shoot at. Some more fuel tanks that can blow up along the way. Yeah, basically the whole front end of the ship is really designed for the AI to just pummel, while all the big guns in the back just destroy the AI. And then it laughs. Groot laughs, and then it flies away and does it to more AI ships until there's no more AI ships left in the galaxy. I feel so bad for them. Okay, I'm just having a little fun there. But anyway, yeah, really, really cool ship. Super detailed. Looks awesome at night, too. Anyway, let's look at some specs here. So, unlock level 25, size class 11 or complexity, 43 forward, 43 strafing, 43 lift, 43 reverse, 44 down. Decent roll, yaw, and pitch stats as well. 29 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks. Quite a barrage of weaponry on here. A big setup here of sentry guns, probably to shoot down the drones and things like that. But we got our big guns back over here. Even these Gatling turrets you do see on here are not your run-of-the-mill ones. They are heavier or medium ones. I didn't even know there was medium. I thought it just went from tier 1 to tier 2, but there's medium ones. And then these suckers over here are some big guns here. These main plasma batteries. 6 of them, heavy ones. 4-hour, 19-minute build time. It needs stuff. It needs stuff to build it. It is, again, I would put this as kind of a late game combat CV, but it's not like the biggest and baddest one by the author either. That would be the Hero non-V2 version, which is bigger and higher potential yet, even though this one has a lot going on. CPU-wise, I believe this would be a Core 11. Just taking a guess here. So I know a Core 9 would be 800,000 CPU. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, Core 11. I kind of looked at this. I already knew it was Core 11. I actually been learning this pretty good, but it could have been. There could have been some different cores here. But yeah, Core 11 build. So all your 2 basics, 2 improved, 2 advanced, 2 superior, plus 2 quantums in there. Stock shield on here, 121,000 stock shield. We do have a couple P menu options, if I can say that, for radar and anti-drone. So yeah, very cool there as well. Let's take a look at its storage. So we got a harvest controller at 311K, ammo controller at 311K, and beyond that, a couple fridges and a pentaxi tank. So, yep. And really, when you think about it, I mean, it looks pretty nasty with its weaponry, but a lot of those are these sentry guns, which use really lightweight, cheap ammo. And really, the guns that do use bigger, fancier ammo are these big plasma batteries over here. And of course, there's a few of these like tier 2 type of Gatling turrets as well on it. So, as in its ammo consumption, it's not like holding big old artillery rounds or a lot of rockets and things like that in it. So it probably does not need a ginormous ammo bay to accommodate the good amount of ammo for prolonged fights with this. I don't think you're going to run into too many prolonged fights. I don't think the AI will last long enough for that to happen. But if it happened, I think you'd be pretty okay with the ammo controller on there as well. So yeah, again, very, very cool build, super pretty, and very functionable for what it is as well, being a combat ship with some extra utility function in the mix there. So again, very cool. So this is the Hero V2 by ArtemisRouge again. Very nice ship here. And so I'm gonna turn it off. I'm kind of making a point of doing that to increase my frame rate while I'm looking at so many creations kind of bundled together here. So I'm kind of keeping them all off until I'm ready to look at them. So on the next creation here, this is the Nyx Astra by Chandril. And this was kind of briefly shown on last week's video as well, but I thought it was a different build by the same author. And it's not. It's bigger. It's more. It's following like some of the similar design ideas on it, but it's not the same ship at all. And again, I apologize for not realizing that on the last video. So we're going to take a good full tour on this week here and check this out. But the last one had a similar, or while the other design by the author had a similar overall idea with it. There's a lot of changes on this one, and it's bigger as well. But the other one was basically a carrier / base, and had a lot of parts underneath the carrier section of it. This one, I believe, also has this big old ramp coming up in here, and I'm trying to remember if the last ship had that or not. But that's pretty cool. A nice way to get like some HVs up to the flight deck on here. And again, this ship I do believe is meant to be like a base style CV to traverse the galaxy and then bring along all your other kinds of creations that you're going to want for your journey. Miners and combat ships and you name it, whatever you're using. So it can kind of move all that stuff around and have a nice place for you to do your business in. Sorry, I had my flashlight on yet. But yeah, really, really cool looking build here again. And quite the interior section. You can kind of see some of that through the glass right now, but we'll definitely have to walk through there and see what's going on here. Yeah, a lot of glassy areas on that one side there. Oh, even down below here. Oh, that's pretty wild. So glass floor in that section, kind of behind the other section. Very cool, very cool. So yeah, I see it a couple different ways in. I'm gonna come in this front door over here, I think, right now, and we'll start here and kind of work our way through the ship here. Let me also adjust the lighting. And it looks like this is pretty well illuminated on the interior here. So yeah, as soon as you walk in, you got this pretty deluxe bridge area here. It almost looks like we're walking through like a planetarium or something. Or like an exhibit. That's really cool. I like the architecture in here with the angly glass and the support beams, and it looks like we got a big door to get you in from the top side here as well. So another quick entry point. Then we have our pilot seat, who happens to have their own O2 environment, which is pretty cool too. Obviously, if there's any breach somewhere in the hull here, you lose oxygen, and this is kind of like another backup method to make sure the pilot has oxygen, unless, of course, this area got blown up. But then I don't think you would care. So we got a little place over here to sit and chill. We also have a bunch of information over here. That kind of blends in a little bit. So a lot of part upgrade information about what you can add to the ship. which is a nice touch there to let players know about the ship and what parts it's kind of meant to put in there. Let's go down to this level here. So yeah, cool looking big old glass front end on here. That is very cool. And look how nice and carpeted this is with the plants and the windows, and yeah, just stylish. Again, it doesn't feel like you're in a spaceship here. It kind of like you're walking around like Epcot Center in Disney World or something. It's just pretty crazy here. Oh, I like that. Look at the LCD inside the med bay over there. So obviously we got some utility function right in the general area here too. A lot of room. You could set up some little golf cups and do some practice putting in here and stuff like that too. Just an option. God, let's go upstairs. We'll go around the other way in a minute here. We got this other chamber out this way. Looks like we're getting into a crew room with plants. And we got some fantasy television going on over here. And we got this Star Lounge Cafe. You know, if I had this in space, that name would really be fitting, because you'd see space out here, and then it would, yeah, almost like you're in a, yeah, that's good. That's a neat name, and you can just imagine what it would look like being able to see through everything here, out in the space. So the name is very fitting for the lounge here. A lot of plants too. A lot of trees and plants. Got our television. Yeah, quite a nice chill out spot, and it's kind of appears to be, yeah, two floors as well. So we got kind of like our server down over here, the grill, our menu up on the wall there, and we could get an actual cheeseburger. That sounds good. I don't know what some of this other stuff is, but we got a Dino Stew Royale and Xeraxian salad and a fruit pie. Interesting, a Xeraxian salad. All right. That's a trip, just seeing down below there. It always makes me feel like I'm going to fall through the floor. I'm a little paranoid in real life if there's buildings with glass floors that are way high in the air. makes you a little nervous. Very cool, though. All right, so this goes back up to the flight deck. So we're going to loop this back around and go the other direction in this ship here. So we get around Saturn over here. I'm just guessing. I don't think that's Saturn. And over here, it looks like we've got an advanced generator kind of mounted into this glass kiosk. And then we got our farming section over here. Looks like 18 grow plots. Our grow lights are installed already, and you can put in your own grow plots there. An oxygen environment change going from here to there. So a little bit more protection there. We got our main gravity generator there. And this is kind of the area we've seen from the underside. Another glass floor over in this section. And we got production right over here. Cool LCD sign there. Oh, and look at that. We got a weapon locker with some LCD weapons in there. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen it used on that part yet before like that. Armor repair over there, a couple advanced constructors, a couple small constructors. So yeah, you got to have that production area. Again, really fancy setup in this ship here. Doesn't feel like at least a standard spaceship. Looks like we got our warp drive and protection tank behind this display over here. And we've got our shield display. I say that because I love when things are integrated like this. It's really cool to see. And it's just kind of like they're on display, like you're walking through a space museum, planetarium kind of thing. And it's neat. It's just neat. So then we got a couple big old turbines on this side. On the other side, we've got a whole lot of small shield parts in another display formation here. And then we got a thruster, the backside of a thruster on display over here. Everything is on display here. I wonder what the tickets cost to tour this ship here. So up on the front area, it looks like we've got, I guess this would be like a captain's quarters. Artemis Tovera Hunts. Interesting channel. Wi-Fi over here. Pretty bright lights in the area. And let's cruise around here and see what goes off into the other direction here. Okay, so we got another way in and out of the ship, kind of asymmetrically done over on this side to walk path in, or for small, small like HV type creations, or SVs, I suppose, too. Yeah, really cool build here. I'm just kind of curious if there's, yeah, and this is very, very much different than the other ship that I thought this one was last time. Very, very much different on the interior layout and things like that. Yeah, this is really cool. Again, just that feeling like this is some kind of exhibit over here, and it's just so neat. It'd be kind of nice to chill out and use a ship like this as your base style carrier ship going throughout the galaxy. Well, anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 7, 43 forward, 43 strafing, 60 lift, 43 reverse, 45 down, 15 fuel tanks, 10 oxygen tanks, quite a lot of sentry guns, and some light Gatling turrets on here. Basically a drone defense setup, plus long-range radar installed. 7-hour and 32-minute build time. Doesn't really need anything too special here. Of course, little Sathium and Restrium, which is pretty much unavoidable. And other than that, yeah, quite inexpensive build for the most part here. 584,000 CPU, using about 500,000 of it. So I believe translates to a Core 7 here. So 2 basics, 2 improved, and 2 advanced CPU cores in here. One thing I just wanted to check out here real quick. Oh, I hope I don't screw anything up. Just wanted to see what our warp drive was. Advanced warp drive. So 60 light year warp drive in their stock. Shield strength on this stock did have a lot of the small shield parts installed, plus its hull materials and main shield. So 53,454 on its shield strength. It does have a P menu option to turn off turn on and off your constructors or your production area to save some power. But also has, I believe, 4 of these large turbines in here, which really counts for an awful lot of solar panels. So this thing can operate not using a lot of fuel. You'll still be using actual fuel flying around, but when you park the ship and turn off your thrusters, I mean, pretty much everything you're doing is free. So you don't need to fill it up to do any of that. And then you're also going to get increased gas mileage with the fuel you do put in it because of those turbines in there. Storage-wise, looks like we got a main input over here at 413K. We got a box there. I think that's a box. It's a weird sized box if it was. Maybe that is a controller. That I think is a box. More boxes. This one's not. This one's a 151K storage controller for fuel O2 and pentaxid. And then we got an output at 231K. Ammo controller at 132K. Harvest controller at 320K. And then our pentaxid tank. So yeah, quite a lot of storage on board as well. A very cool ship. Super neat to look at too. It lights up nice at night too. Pretty neat design here with being able to get like HVs and stuff up to the flight deck as well. Well, anyway, again, this is the Nyx Astra by Chandrel. Very, very cool build here again. Oh, well, not again. Well, I looked at the other build by the same author a couple weeks ago. It's a different build. But that one is also very cool. This one's a little bigger, probably a little bit more elaborate, and updated for RE2 as well. So very, very nice build here. So moving on to the next one here. So let me get the lights back on. Now the next creation isn't one of those for looks. It's a companion to RE2 players. And this is the KEWB tilde 3. Tilde symbol on the keyboard, basically. This is the intro factory stuffer for RE2 by Stan 2112. So if you don't know what this creation is for, It's pretty cool. Basically, when you're running around early game or building up your resources, but you don't have a ton of places to put things and stuff like that, what you do is you spawn you put this in your factory, and then you can dump all these resources and things that you're gathering and put it in your factory. So it takes it out of your person. You don't have to store it, and it's ready to go for any creations you did want to spawn in. And this is built to suck up a lot of resources at a fairly low player level with very little unlocks that you would have to do. And then basically it's like this big virtual storage dump where you can put all kinds of materials and things in your factory, and then use them when when you do go through and spawn in an actual creation you want to use in game. They're already there, and you don't have to carry it around with you all the time or store it somewhere. So that's what this is for, and it's made to just be expensive. To be honest, a variety of different parts that contain different kinds of resources, but also not too much that needs to be unlocked at. Basically, you can unlock all these parts and get this in your factory pretty early game. Like I think player level 7 with just a few unlock points. And then you can start storing materials. And that's what this whole thing is about. In fact, it's just taking a look at it, it's mainly about how many resources it can hold. And if you look at all the numbers here, like this is how much iron you can put in your factory. 71,000 of that, 43,000 sathium, and I'm sure the author was picking and choosing certain blocks, certain parts to basically go through like all your main resources and things like that in the game, so you can just start dumping everything in here. And that's what it's for. And somehow, despite all the resources, I'm really surprised at its production time. Not that you would actually build this in game and set it there. It's not for that, but I'm just surprised. You could literally, with all this, you could have this built if you were spawning in game in 29 hours and 29 hours. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm dumb. I thought that was 20. Never mind. I thought that was 29 minutes and 19 seconds. No, 29 hours. Okay. That feels better. So yeah, this doesn't, well, it could move if it had like generators and stuff. I don't think it has that in here though. Yeah, it's missing all this stuff. Again, it's not for that. So, yeah, it doesn't, it's just a really nice utility thing. If you played the game, it's a tool for playing the game. I used a build a lot like this in the last playthrough I did in RE1. It was a different build, maybe by the same author, that was doing the similar things. And it's really convenient, especially early game. Until you have a lot of storage and really well established yourself, you could put all your resources in a virtual environment and not have to worry about it or store it. So again, very, very cool here. This is the KEWB Tilde 3 Intro Factory Stuffer for RE2 by Stan 2112. All right, so let me look at my list here. So the next creation, we have a littler one. And this is this little tank here. Let me turn this on. Let me turn it on for real this time. So this is the TGS. No, it isn't. This is the RE2 AT91 Punisher tank by Golden Finch. And a cool looking HV tank, I do believe. Yep, there's our HV engines down over there. And we've got a couple of these. What are these? Heavy cannons up on the front here for your fixed weapons. We also got some retractable plasma turrets built in there. And on the side we do have some retractable missile turrets. Looks like we can top... Excuse me, my throat's just scratchy as all get up right at the moment. We do have a... top mounting option as well here. Obviously it does land on the ground too. And we do have a first person cockpit view here as well. A couple of spotlights on the front. And yeah, definitely looks like a tank. It's got that tank base with like your treads and things like that, or your tracks. and then your upper turret assembly over here, and some laser stuff on the back. That's and some of these places that this might be shooting stuff up at, there's a lot of mosquitoes and things, and they're attracted to that. So it's kind of like a bug repellent. No, I'm just making that up. I have no idea. It's cool looking though. And then on the back here, we've got. Hold on. Are those turbines or are these shield parts? They're making noise, which is kind of a weird thing here. Okay, these are shield capacitors, or something's making noise. Maybe it's that thing. Maybe that's making noise. But yeah, a couple shield parts on the back side. I like the texture lights there as well. And I'm going to turn off this creation here too. I forgot to do that. My come on, work. There we go. My performance goes up quite a bit when I turn these off when I'm not looking at them, basically. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let's get a board here and see what's going on the inside. Oh, not on the back though. Wait a minute. All right, so we got some sneaky way. Oh, right up over here. There. Ah. All right, let's get in there. Get out of God mode, or I can't get out of God mode. Oh. Wait a second. It's interesting. So what happens if I get out of the... Okay, so... All right. Interesting. I think you're meant to crouch in here. It's only a 2-block tall ceiling. And you need 3 blocks to walk standing through the area. But it does work. It does work. It just kind of keeps it nice and low profile. You can still like use the seats and stuff. I'm just kind of curious what happens if you get out of the seats. Oh, I guess it automatically puts you into crouch mode. Well, that's an interesting way to go about things. So you can keep it a little bit smaller, not as wasteful with like blocks and stuff like that, but still have it operational in the interior here. So yeah, it kind of looks like we got some core blocks over there, room for another CPU core block on that side. Probably, oh, we got a storage controller right in the middle there. Our main pilot seat, another passenger, a couple more passenger seats on this side, and more core block areas. So yeah, it kind of looks like it's right to the point here. And I dare say that's a lot of cargo extensions right in front of me there. And then you still got the first person view plus a quick way in and out of the cockpit. If I get out of this one. Oh. So you do have a kind of a first person view there, but also of course you always got your third person view. Just can't seem to get out here. Hold on. All right. But yeah, very, very cool tank here. Doesn't look like it's, yeah, I don't know, good barrage of weapons. Looks like all the weapons would be pretty effective on targets as well. Anyway, let's take a look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 1, 50 forward, 50 strafing, 50, well, that's weird. 52 lift. I gotta take a look at that. 50 reverse, and okay, it doesn't go down. It's a HV. That's why I was questioning the 52 lift on it. Hour and 40 minute build time. It's going to need a little bit of quantum processors in here, and some other things. Very light on the Estrum and Zirconium usage. It's running 2 retractable medium plasma turrets, so they're not regular turrets on here either. 2 heavy cannons and 2 medium missile turrets. So, yeah, all the weapons on here are not your baseline weaponry either. CPU-wise, looks like it's balanced real nice here at 31,000 CPU. And just see how that translates. So that actually is a Core 10 on a HV. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, your Core 9 setup plus 1 quantum extender. It obviously has room for some more quantum parts, so you could probably do some more upgrades to this as well. Storage. So it looks like we've got, yeah, nicely labeled ammo bays here. We got 2 ammo bays. Looks like one's kind of smallish, and the other one's 1742. Or no, I'm sorry, 7125. Yeah, plus our Pentaxi tank in there. Let's take a look at its stock shield. So 12,500 or 654, and it does have quite a few view menu options as well. So we got a crew hatch, which is on power safe mode. Your missile launchers, main cannons, flight systems. Okay, so a little bit of inspection here. I am trying to figure out what is generating that lift variable, and I think I know what it is. It's probably this hover. What's the official name of that thing? Hover booster over here. Because I'm not seeing any lift thrust on here, or am I? Oh, there is. Never mind. We got some medium ion thrusters here for lift. Just one thing for the author. The HV doesn't. You know, I have heard things that in certain circumstances that can do something, but it does. HVs technically don't need any lift thrust. So you know. I'm not sure how that all works out. I'd have to test it, but basically I'm just, with the amount of lift that you're creating here, that CPU could have probably been used, you know, for other things, or just saved. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. I mean, is there some kind of benefit to having some lift thrust on an HV that I'm not really aware of? It also has this hover booster, which is something different, but I'm just kind of curious on that one. Be kind of neat. It's not the first HV I've seen with lift thrusters on it. It's just I've never done it. I don't know that you should. But I also heard some things that maybe it kind of adds to some of its handling and maneuverabilities and things like that. So hard to say exactly. Anyway, again, this is the RE2 AT91 Punisher tank by Golden Finch. All right, so the next creation here. This is a bigger one here. Let me get this turned on. This is the TGs Ranger LT RE2 by Mocha, excuse me, Mocha TGS, or MOKAH TGS. And yeah, really cool looking CV ship here. Kind of looks like it's I don't know if I would call it a combat ship yet or not. It kind of looks like it could be set up that way, especially if a lot of these were launchers. But a lot of antennas right now very well could be to keep the CPU costs low. But it does have quite a number of turrets and defenses on it as well. Really cool design build here. Kind of interesting. It's yeah, it's got kind of like two parts here. You got kind of a neck going to this front section. I wouldn't call it a saucer like a Star Trek ship, but it's got some elements like this part here, a little bit sort of like Star Trek, but not really. And then we got some big like nacelle looking items back over here as well. But that's kind of the extent of it. The rest of it does not, or I've never seen a Star Trek ship look like anything like this. Probably more. I don't know. It's a very cool looking shape and design here on this one. Interesting the way it's set up here. I do like the idea of these nacelles. They actually, building ships in Empyrion, this kind of structure off to the side, like nacelle type of things, actually does work out pretty good for giving you a lot of places to put thrusters away from the hull of the ship. So you don't have to deal with the heat and rads and all that stuff. And kind of a nice place to dump them, and also can look very nice. Yeah, definitely a cool ship here. Obviously, the author left off quite a lot of other turrets and parts as well. I'm pretty sure just to keep the CPU in check. We'll have to see where that CPU range is at. And some more turrets out back here. A lot of neat details going on in the hull. I like the color setup here too. It's kind of doing this tan with the darker colors are actually kind of more of like a dark grayish blue tone to it, and then you got some darker grays in there, probably also with a maybe not. I was wondering if there's a little bit of blue tint in there too, but I don't think so. Yeah, very cool set up here. Looks like a pretty good sized ship here too. Let's get a good look at the top side a little bit more. So I'm guessing our main bridge would be about there. Like the skylights in there. And up in the front area, we got a detector right there. And it looks like we got a top-down hangar set up over in here too. And then another bridge right at the front of the ship here for your first person flying. Yeah, really interesting design here. Alright, so let me adjust the lights and all that fun stuff. We'll get aboard. So nice, as soon as you get in, you got to have your O2, and they got an armor locker there as well. And you come up the causeway. Oh wow, we got plants. See, one of these could be Groot, just kind of an imposter, or I don't know right now. Well, we'll have to see. All right, so let's go forward first. Obviously, it's going to go that way quite a ways. So it looks like we've got some part upgrade locations over here. For that's kind of cool the way the A's are done there. It's almost like they're A's and B's over here. So I have to see if there's a description here on what these parts are. Size-wise, kind of looks like it would fit some medium shield parts if laid out this way, and that could be what they are, but I'm not sure yet. So let's go out this way here. So yeah, we got this side room right over here. Interesting. Got a switch over there, armor locker, oxygen. Okay, so this is another way in and out of the ship, kind of like an airlock kind of door. That's cool. And this goes into full medical bay over here. Oh, nice looking LCD over there. Please call us at your earliest convenience. Cute. Yeah, so we got all our specialized equipment and our facilities right there. And med bay, a couple of 3 different colored fridges, probably for different kinds of products in them. Box up over there. And our food processor. Let's go to the other side of the hall here. And our other airlock door. And over here looks like we have a production room here. Looks like it's obviously set up probably to add some more constructors in here, but it does have 1 advanced and 1 small constructor right now. A lot of boxes up there. That looks pretty cool. I like that double box design in this setup there. So yeah, 6 cargo boxes up in the area there. And let's continue on this way. So more plants. Wow. Pretty elaborate in here. I like the pipes and stuff going on in here too. Neat looking texture lights on the insides of the roundy glass there. And we got a couple displays to either side over here. Looks like there's stuff in there. We'll see if we can find a different way in. And we're actually to the front bridge here. So this would be our first person bridge. A lot of visibility out this bridge. Well, for the most part here. Yeah. So you got your, oh yeah, you can have 2 pilots over here. And I don't think we're going to get in there, but maybe this is just part of the exterior cosmetics. Yeah, that's the exterior antennas that we've seen over there. So that's just kind of a protection wall there. So let's head back this way. Well lit, the ship too. I got it pretty dark outside, and it's you can obviously see quite well inside the ship here. So over here, so we got a big side room over here. Kind of looks like it's meant to hold something, but not sure if it is or not. Pretty big room area there. So in here we got our warp drive room and protection tank. Nice. I like seeing all the extra little block work to in displays that these parts get put on. It makes a lot of sense, and the railing actually keeps you away from frying yourself on the warp drive there too. But it's nice to have access to that. And one last thing, I just want to, that is an advanced warp drive, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. Okay, standard warp drive. So 30 light year warp drive. And on the other side over here, we've got we got one of those. What's that? Compact shield. What? Oh, compact shield generator. Okay. Just weird. It's kind of like something weird is going on here. There's like some clipping stuff in there. Seen some little... It doesn't look like a compact shield generator, but I suppose it's the right size, isn't it? Maybe there's just a bug with that part now, too. Yeah, it's 3 blocks, 3 by 2. Okay, so that's standard. Just looks weird to me for some reason. Doesn't look quite right. It's nothing to do with the author. It's just that the part is just looks like something's messed up with it at the moment. So let's head back here. We got a way down over there, and then we got a big old hangar over here. That looks cool. I like the all the detail with the block work around the ceilings and the walls. So the color changes. Yep, we got some big old storage controllers out in this area here. Yeah, so 4 640s in this room. And these side hangar doors, I think we've seen this from the outside too. Kind of in this lower section below the nacelle area. And a place for a repair bay. And a maybe a place, oh yeah, a place for a teleporter, it looks like too. I bet you if we look at that, it is... Yeah, teleporter motion signal. Yep, teleporter power. Nice. So that's already set up as well. Kind of wish teleporters were a little cheaper in general, and then we could just put them in stock and not have to jump through the hoops with all that stuff. I do the same thing, the exact same thing actually. So I usually leave the teleporters out because of CPU costs. It's kind of a shame. Oh, okay, so we got another hangar down below the other hangar. So this would be, this would be the one that we seen the door going into the back with. So kind of like a HV hangar down over here. Got a couple ammo bays as well, 125K each. Small constructor, med bay, O2, and armor locker in the general area here. And yeah, we still got a lot of ship above us here, so let's catch this elevator up here a little bit, and we will buzz right past this floor and go up to the top, I believe. So let's go forward first. So it looks like we've got our farming section here. Cool looking room for that. Yeah, and this actually I didn't even realize that when we were flying above it, but yeah, there's this big glass area is actually your farming section. So 36 grow plots already ready to go. We've got grow light switches up over there, and our grow lights are already in position. And then moving forward here, we're right out on the outer hall, right up to the detector on the front there. Yeah, cool looking farm. Obviously we got some fridges in here too. Makes a lot of sense. So let's go forward this way now. And so what do we got in here? So we've got, oh, okay, so this is more farming area. So we got the grow light, and you'd probably put in like your larger RE1 or 2 farming pieces in here. I think that's kind of what that's built for. And we've got some doors out on the backside here too. Oh wow! So we got a lot of storage, a lot of cargo boxes out over there as well. Is that taking place over here too? Yep. Yeah, interesting. A lot of places to put stuff, and it just it stops right there. Okay. So then we're running right into the hangar there. Now there is a main bridge that I'm not seeing yet, so I'm missing a corridor somewhere here. Let me get back in the elevator, see if I missed something here. Yeah, right here, I bet. Is this it? Yeah. Engineering Bay Alpha, shield generator, oxygen tanks. Oh no, wait, we've been in here. We've been in here. No, I've been through this area of the ship. Let me do the backtrack thing. So I'm gonna fly in here, and then we'll find a way out. Oh no, I thought this. Oh, no, I did see it. Okay, I get it. I was looking at this like that's a big old bridge back there, and it's not. It's a farm. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. So I think we have thoroughly toured the ship yet. This is that lower hangar below the other one, the HV hangar. Yep. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Yeah, really cool build here. Let's take a look at its specs here. So, unlock level 15 only. Complexity or size class 9. That's going to screw me up forever. Forever and ever. I will always call it complexity. Or I guess I won't. Sorry, that was just fun. All right, 23 forward, 22 strafing, 43 lift, 23 reverse, 42 down. 10 fuel tanks, 12 oxygen tanks. Basically running drone defense kind of turrets on here right now. Does have a detectors. 7 hour and 56 minute build time. Using a little bit of Estrum and Zacosium. Again, pretty much unavoidable if you want your CV to move at all. I think the thrusters themselves are going to take that. So, yeah, very cool there. CPU wise, yeah, definitely a lower CPU tier setup here too. Right to the edge here too. When this translates to a Core 5 build. So yeah, 2 basics, 2 improved only. Also helps with your build cost quite a bit there too. Keeping it kind of cheaper to get into the game and quicker. Does have a shield on here. Stock shield hit points 9,932. We do have some front spotlights and some landing gear on the P menu options. And let's take a look at the storage here. I know we had a decent amount, quite a bit of storage actually. So we have our 4 mains here, which I think are the 640s we've seen in the HV hangar. And then we got a couple 125K ammo boxes or ammo controllers. These are boxes here. A lot of these are probably boxes. We did see a lot of boxes in the build. Hard to identify which ones are though. So there could be some other bigger storage controllers in here, but I'm thinking these would be your mains here as well as your ammos. Again, I could be missing something though in here. But yeah, quite a lot of storage. I mean, the 4 640s alone, that's a lot of storage. So again, yeah, very cool build here. This is the TGs Ranger LT RE2 by Mocha TGS. Sorry I butchered your name. I feel like I butchered your name. I don't know if that's how it should be said. Okay, so after that, we're going to get into Reforged Eden 1 here. And we're going to take a look at one more creation. And yeah, this looks like a pretty neat one too. So I think this is, I think the next one here is going to be a SV. Oh, yes. Actually, I think I missed one. I don't have that here. I'm going to spawn that in here. I missed it on the last one. I believe it was a vanilla build, and I had it spawn in RE2, but I will spawn it here after this creation here. So this one here, this is RE1. This is the Orion by Nitro Romance or NYT Romance. Probably Nitro. I think that's just a different way to say Nitro there. So yeah, really cool looking SV going on in here. Definitely like that. Looks like more of a combat-oriented SV as well. Quite a lot of fixed weaponry on it, plus some turrets. Quite a few turrets, actually. Yeah, a lot of guns on here. Let's take a look at some kinds of guns we're looking at here. So we got some rail guns. We got some laser cannons. And then we have some laser turrets as well. So probably a lot of the stuff to take down shield defenses, and then the rail guns to try to pop the core on a build or disable the turrets on it or whatever you're going to do with it. Yeah, really cool looking build here. So I think this is just a, yeah, it doesn't have an interior. Interesting setup here with the reverse thrust going on in there. So it's got kind of a row of thrusters right over in this area, out of the way so it doesn't fry anything. Got some strafing thrust back over there. Our main thrust here. Oh wow! On the bottom side here too, we got some stuff going on here. We got a controller. Looks like some lift thrust. Oh, check this out. And, oh, generator access doors here. And, oh, yeah, some more, a little bit more room in here, too. A lot of shield parts down in here, too. That's kind of neat. Yeah, nice little access bay over there. And I think, yeah, you can probably get there crouching if it was parked on the ground. Yeah, interesting setup there. And also got some spotlights on there. I like the wing design on the back there. Yeah, very cool. I got texture lights and some thin blocks kind of accenting things as well. I think we're seeing a warp drive down over here. Yeah, it's quite the art trying to fit so many of these larger parts in a small build. But Author did do that here. Oh, it looks like we've even got some more. Got our Pentaxa tank over on this side, and it looks like more shield parts over here. Very cool. Kind of looks like it would do the job, you know, shoot up everything and whatnot here. Let's take a look at some numbers on here. So, size class 1, 42 forward, 29 strafing, 56 lift, 35 reverse, 18 down. Let's see the roll, y'all. Pits all look pretty good too. Fuel tanks, you got 3 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks, 5 railguns, 5 laser turrets, 4 laser cannons, a detector, 4 hour and 48-minute build time here. It uses a little bit of Estrum and Zacosium, but pretty basic resources all the way around, really. CPU wise, it is 60,000 CPU, slightly over that. I don't think that should make any bit of a measurable difference at all. Taking a look at its core configuration, looks like a Core 9 RE1 build. So okay, I gotta remember I keep on going between RE2 and 1, and they are different. So yeah, definitely set up for your 60,000 CPU there and the 5 advanced cores. Storage wise, it looks like we got 2 ammo controllers. One at just under 4K, and the other one, yeah, 3700-ish. So yeah, a total of yeah, a little bit under 8K of total ammo storage, plus about 4K of harvest storage in here as well. And that seems to be kind of the go-to for extra storage, because there's probably a lot of people putting drills or multi-turrets on builds to use them in that manner. Maybe not a multi-turret on like a SV, but yeah, I could see some people add some drills somewhere on this and getting a little asteroid action or some mining done with it as well. So yeah, harvest controller for a extra one is probably a really good idea to go that route. I think I just ran out of juice here. I probably never put fuel in it. So yeah, again, very, very cool there. I just take a look at the shield real quick. 4290 on it, so it does have a shield as well. And yeah, pretty straightforward here. Okay, so the last one, let me spawn this in because I screwed up. And again, I don't know the origin of what this particular Nyx creation was built for. It didn't really say in the description, and it might just work in all modes of the game here. But let's put this in place. It's up on the spotlight as of this morning, at least. So this is the Starbase BA by Spaceboy. And yeah, cool looking architecture here. Looks like a lot of solar panels incorporated into the hull design here. And the hull design's really nice looking, actually. I like the angles and the general layout here. Looks like we got a landing pad on the front side of it over here. This area looks pretty cool too. I like these like kind of pillars up in there. And we got a couple side rooms over here too. But it is again, pretty cool how all the solar panels were kind of like part of the hull design. So they're really incorporated right in as kind of like walls. There's probably walls behind it yet, but it definitely fits well there. And yeah, cool looking base. Definitely built of concrete, I would definitely say, which would be, I mean, if you're going to build a base, I would I'd pretty much always standardize your building material with concrete. It's cheap. It's got a good amount of hit points, and iron and things can be used for, will be needed for like literally everything else in the game. So you can save a little bit of that iron and stuff too. Like the landing pad kind of goes up to the staircase over here. It's a nice arch window there. So it looks like in here we do, are these grow lights? Are those grow lights, or are they just regular lights? I don't see like positions for grow pots, so probably just regular lights there. So over here we got some couple generators and solar capacitors. And here, I'll just put the light on here. Look at a lot of angles and bevels and things going on in the interior here as well. Over here, it looks like we kind of got a production area set up here. So we got a couple boxes and a constructor. Obviously, a room to add a lot more of this stuff in here too. Same goes for the other room back over there as well. Looks like we got a fuel tank over here. You still need a fuel tank even if you're running solar. If you don't have this, you'll probably have this solar phasing thing where your creation is constantly turning on and off, especially at nighttime. Seems to be a common issue with that. Okay, so then we got grow plots over here with grow lights over. Okay, so like a single grow light per plot. Interesting setup here. And yeah, a couple fridges, food processor out in this general area. So a lot of room in here. Really cool architecture. Yeah, you could do some growing. Kind of, you know, it does it kind of in a way that the grow plots are actually kind of on display over there, rather than just your normal like nine pack of grow plots. I think that's it. I don't think there's a basement or anything on here. Just nope. I think that is the base here. So yeah, a big concrete base. Obviously, you can add a lot of stuff to it. It looks like it's going to be pretty inexpensive right now. I didn't see too much that would cost much in the build here. Excuse me again. Sorry about that. So to start with here, it is size class 2, unlock level 10. Doesn't have any oxygen tanks in it right now. It does have 4 fuel tanks, 2 hour and 27-minute build time. Uses, yeah, obviously its whole material is certainly stone, and you can see that where it's not using much in iron. That's just for the parts in it. It's even using concrete like grow plots in there. So yeah, pretty cheap and inexpensive to get in the game. And obviously it's just a core. There's no additional CPU cores. So I'm showing this in Reforged Eden 1. It would work in Reforged Eden 2 and vanilla as well. So you know, wherever you want to put it, it's going to work. There's not much, and it's kind of like set up for the player to pretty much outfit what they want in the base. It gives you quite a bit of room to work with on the inside, and yeah, it's a nice looking structure there. So again, this is the Starbase BA by Spaceboy. Very cool. And that, I believe, is it for the all the creations this week here. Again, once a certain challenge goes by, later on this month, I'll probably be showing a couple that were in there, as well as some I wanted to take a look at, but been avoiding because they're in the challenge that has not been viewed yet. So if you had a creation out there in the workshop and you're like, why didn't you look at mine? That's why. It's nothing personal. Nothing personal at all. I'm just trying not to ruin a challenge before the challenge takes place, basically. So other than that, that is it for today. And yeah, awesome builds by everybody. Again, a lot of creativity and different ways to go about doing different things, and it's really cool to see. Anyway, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.